Back in April 2020, I published 10 YouTube videos in 10 weeks, and then I quit YouTube. Why? Because one YouTube video took me an entire weekend to make, and I felt so overwhelmed with the whole production process that I just walked away. When I stopped YouTube, my channel only had 298 subscribers and 8,400 views. But the story doesn't end there. I came back 1 year later, and those same 10 videos now had over 200,000 views, and the channel had grown to over 4,000 subscribers without me publishing any new content for a year. So today I want to show you how long does it actually take to grow a YouTube channel that brings in clients and why it's worth it. Let me be completely real with you. If you need YouTube to work in the next 90 days, don't even start. Seriously, if you're expecting results in the next 3 months, this is the wrong platform. And I'm telling you this because I was that emotional person who quit way too early because I felt like nothing's moving fast enough. So let me show you my stats again. I published my first YouTube video in April 26, 2020, and I can b-roll that for you right now because it was quite awful. I wasn't even looking in the camera. My voice was super high-pitched and I wasn't even sounding like myself because don't ask me why I did that. Though from that moment, for the next 10 weeks, I actually showed up consistently. So I published one video a week for 10 weeks, and in those 10 weeks, my total views on my channel had grown to 8,400 views, and I had 298 subscribers, nothing massive, nothing to brag about. And because I felt like it is taking me too long to produce one video, because here's what baby Vendy didn't know. I didn't know you can hire help. I didn't know you can hire graphic designers. I didn't know you can hire editors. I didn't know tools that would even help me rough cut my own videos faster. I was using Premiere Pro, me, and non-editor. It was driving me mad. So after doing that for 2.5 months and then looking at 298 subscribers, I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna be doing this. And I quit. And what I didn't see on these stats, what I can clearly see right now is there is a very clear upwards trajectory. It's 10 weeks. The freaking views are actually moving up. We are going in the right direction, though, because I was a brand new business owner, so I was a little emotional, as you are when you get starting out. And again, I genuinely it didn't cross my mind somebody could help me with this. So I walked away. So I did. I completely turned my back on YouTube. Though what was happening is that I was getting notifications that people are commenting on my videos. I was also getting private messages of people saying like, oh, Vendy, I found you on YouTube. Your video was super helpful. Thank you so much for it. And I was like, okay, it's kind of an old video though. Sure, happy it's helpful. Also, YouTube was paying me because there were ads being displayed on my videos. So I was getting small amounts in my bank account every month from YouTube ads. And I was like, what is going on here? So I went back exactly 1 year later to take a look at my channel and take a look at the stats to understand what's happening with these 10 videos. So the red line you can see in this graph is where I stopped publishing videos. Again, for the entire year, there was no new content going out. So the growth you're actually seeing on this chart all came from the same 10 videos I had published in 2020. And now these same 10 videos had over 200,000 views, which is like a 2,000% increase from a year before. The actual channel had grown to over 4,000 subscribers. Again, all because of these 10 old videos I had put on my channel, which, if I'm being completely honest, they were not the best. Like, they're pretty cringe if you go and take a look at them. So what exactly was going on here? The reason these 10 videos kept getting views months after publishing is because they were showing up at the very top of search results on Google and on YouTube. So whenever somebody, for example, typed in a question, how do you create a LinkedIn company page, Vendy's video was showing up in the results and it kept getting views daily. This is pretty wild, right? Because show me another social media platform where you can just disappear for a year. And the longer you stay away and do nothing, the more your channel keeps growing, the more subscribers you get, and the more inbound leads start reaching out. Now, I'm not gonna go deep into the SEO strategy on YouTube in this very video, though if we just look at the last 365 days of performance of my videos, you're gonna notice that 72% of all the views I get on my channel actually comes from showing up at the top of search results whenever my deal clients are asking for a question. I have a full training on exactly how I do this inside of our free YouTube bootcamp, and all you have to do is click that yellow Join Group button, then head over to the Classroom tab, and the first lesson you're going to see is going to help you figure out what are the questions your ideal customers are searching for online, so you know what should be the videos you should be creating to actually show up when they're searching. Though, let's go back to the question of how long does it actually take to grow a YouTube channel? Now, most business owners get upset when they publish a YouTube video and it only gets like 40 views, 100 views, 200 views. And here's what I want to show you. I actually do not look at the performance of my videos for the first 6 months because I already know that nothing massive will be happening. So here is an example of one video I actually published in 2021. And can you look at in the first 6 months, the video was just barely kicking off. It was just barely starting to grow. And can you look at all the growth after the initial 6 months? Like this video right now has 40,000 views, and at the beginning it was just picking up. Here's another example. This video I also published in 2021, and again, same scenario. In the first 6 months, in the first 180 days, the video was just barely picking up, and then you can see all this growth that is happening after. So as long as you have done the research of knowing what questions your ideal customer is searching for online, and then you created a video with the title answering that question and your whole video is about that, it will start showing up in the search results, though it is never immediate. So let me just show you another example. So this video was published in 2022, and the same thing is happening. Again, in the first 180 days, in the first 6 months, the video is barely picking up, though look at all the growth thereafter. As I mentioned earlier in the video, if you need to get a result on YouTube in 90 days, do not even start because it is not how this platform works. However, if you can give YouTube 12 months, here's what you can expect happen. This video of mine from 2021 is still showing up at the top of Google search results. This video from 2022 and 2023 on how to add a link to your LinkedIn profile is at the top of search results. This video from 2021 and 2024 on how to do LinkedIn Boolean searches still showing up at the top of search results. This video on how to do LinkedIn video from last year is at the top of search results. This video about LinkedIn carousels, again from 2024, still in the top of search results. This video again, 2024, how do you go live on LinkedIn, top of search results. Another video, again, I mentioned this before, LinkedIn company page, how do you create one? I have my video from 2024 and 2025 at the top of search results. All right, how about this year? Well, I actually recently published this in March 2025 on how to pick an online course name. It is #1 in the search results. How about this video? How to record a YouTube video with your phone. I published this in April 2025. It's at the top of search results. How about this video? How to print custom client cards. Again, I dropped this in May and it is #1 on Google. And how about this one? How to collect video testimonials. Again, published 1 month ago. It is at the very top whenever you type in collect video testimonials. And another video, organized LinkedIn inbox. Again, published in June. It is #1 on Google. And to be clear, I am not sharing this to brag about my results. I want to show this to you to encourage you to stick with it because, again, I was the person. I was the girl who published 10 YouTube videos and walked away because I was too emotional and did not understand the power of YouTube. This is very much a long game. It helps you build your personal brand. It has so much leverage. Just you have to set the expectation that I need to be able to do this for the next 6 months without having any expectations. And if I do so, and if I create videos intentionally, again, answering my customer questions, they will start showing up #1 in search results. And this one-time effort I did, maybe in 2025, is gonna bring me clients in 2026 and 2027. Now, if you'd like me to personally help you grow your business on YouTube and capture qualified leads on a daily basis, you can click the link in the description to apply to work with me. Just simply answer a few questions about your business, about your goals, what you have tried so far. And again, then we can schedule a one-to-one call to see if you and I might be the best fit to work together. I can't wait to meet you. If this video was helpful to you and it gave you a better idea of how long does it take to grow on YouTube, I would really appreciate if you could please hit that subscribe button down below. Vendy is chasing after 100K subscribers on YouTube by the end of 2025, and I'm miles away and would so appreciate your support. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the best YouTube strategy for business owners, you might also want to check out this video next. So go ahead, click over there, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.